Russian President Vladimir Putin is set to make a friendly visit to North Korea. Now, this is a special visit. It is his first visit to Pyongyang in 24 years. Putin will meet Kim Jong-un during his two-day visit. And prior to his visit, Putin, through a letter, thanked Kim Jong-un and North Korea for its firm support to Russia in the war against Ukraine. On Friday, Putin claimed he would agree to a ceasefire if Ukraine withdrew troops from 4 regions, which Russia partially occupies and claims to have annexed. In the letter to Kim Jong-un, Putin also vowed Moscow's support for Pyongyang's efforts to defend its interests. North Korea has been under UN sanctions for its ballistic missile and nuclear programs since 2006. Meanwhile, ahead of Putin's visit, dozens of North Korean soldiers briefly crossed the heavily fortified border with the south, but retreated after Seoul's military fired warning shots back at them. Now, this, according to South Korean news agency, this is the second such incursion in just 2 weeks. The border between the two countries is heavily mined. The South Korean news agency also said that several North Korean soldiers working near the heavily fortified border with South Korea were injured in a landmine explosion. Now, speaking of the West, the US has raised alarm, saying deepening Moscow-Pyongyang ties are troublesome. In a statement, US State Department spokesperson Matthew Miller claimed that North Korea had supplied dozens of ballistic missiles, also over 11,000 containers of munitions to Russia for its use in Ukraine. However, Moscow and Pyongyang have denied arms transfers. Voice of America correspondent William Gallo was with us a while ago from Seoul with the latest on the situation. We had a brief chat with him on how the situation is evolving and how South Korea is viewing Putin's visit in North Korea. Listen to this.
I think you should expect both sides to further expand their economic cooperation. We'll probably see some sort of deal related to North Korean labor going into Russia, things like that. It's also almost certain that this trip will result in further defense cooperation, possibly weapons sales between the two sides. It's not really for sure that we'll hear much about that, however, because both sides have denied that a lot of that's going on. However, they have acknowledged there is some Russian help with North Korea's satellite program. So you may get some statements on that. And then I'd say the other thing to watch here is that both sides really have an interest in portraying the perception of support for each other. They may sign some documents that may either in practice or sort of in symbolism say that they have each other's back, but there's good reason to doubt that this will go very far, even though both sides will very likely give the perception that they're here for each other, they're fighting together against the West.